Hey everybody, here we are again
Hey.
for another episode of Level Up, where we help you to build your dream practice and live that dream lifestyle. We're Kate and Katie from the Private Practice Startup, and we want to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring this series. They are an awesome EHR platform, and you guys can get 2 months for free. Definitely save time and focus on what you love doing best with code PPS, as in Private Practice Startup. So let's dive into today's question.
So today's question comes from Michael LeBeau, and Michael asks us, how would you prevent burnout and taking off enough time from work, but knowing that you don't have much money saved nor paid time off? Good question.
Yes, great question. And I actually did my dissertation research on how to stay passionately committed throughout your career and avoid burnout. But one of the things that we talk about in our private practice marketing e-course, one of the areas we actually start with is helping our coachees to get really clear on what their dream lifestyle looks like. So many people get caught up into becoming a slave to the business. And we have certainly been there, done that,
Totally.
where we have just focused on really building our practices and then not really thinking about the lifestyles that we wanted to live. So again, from us making mistakes, we learn from those mistakes, and we like to prevent you guys from having to make those same mistakes. Getting clear on your dream lifestyle first and then building your business around that is so essential. It really is.
One of the things as you're talking, what comes to mind also is also spending time working on your business. So if you've
Yes.
never actually took a step back and created the schedule that you'd like and actually looked at the numbers, the amount of money that you want to make, the amount of time you want off, do you want to be able to coach soccer on Thursday nights for your kids? So is it important to have Thursday nights off? And actually crunch some numbers and really look at that. That actually begins to help drive the process more. So it's really about stepping back, taking time to work on your business, really dream a little bit about what it is that you want and desire, and begin looking at those numbers to figure out how are you going to make this work.
It's really like starting with the end in mind. So you want to think about how much money do you want to make in a year? How many weeks of vacation do you want to have off in a year? How much sick time do you think you'll need off? Obviously we never know exactly how much time we're going to need for that, but you want to give yourself a window of that. And when you think about how many weeks out of the year that you want to work, then you can determine, okay, if I want to work that many weeks out of the year and I want to see this amount of clients during each week, then how much do I actually need to charge for my sessions so that I'm not only covering my expenses, but I'm able to afford the lifestyle that I really want to live. So one of the resources that we have for you guys is the Private Practice Money Calculator. We will pop that in as a link for you guys so you can actually crunch the numbers and get really clear about how much you really need to be charging for session so that you can really live that dream lifestyle. And then creating your dream schedule to really support that and sticking to it. I know sometimes it can be hard. I remember when I first started out, I was thinking, I work with couples and I work with so many professionals. I have to see clients in the evenings. And when I had my son about 4 years ago, I realized, actually, I don't have to work in the evenings, and I don't work any evenings. I leave work at 5, I go pick him up, and I'm home in the evenings, and it's really great. And I don't have any issue filling my practice, because if clients really want to come see you, they will make it happen, whether it's early in the morning or on their lunch break, or sometimes people have way more flexible schedules than you might anticipate.
One of the other important things that we also talk about is really celebrating your wins, right? So when you talk about how to prevent burnout and things like that, a lot of times I know that Kate and I are very much task-driven people, we can do a lot, but it really took us some time, and actually we just scheduled our next team evening today, and so we do take time to celebrate and also acknowledge our wins. I know that there's so many different systems and ways to really help your business. I always say hire a coach or a mentor. One of the really important things is you can DIY it. And DIY is going to cost you time, money, and energy.
Yes.
Or you can really work with people who have been there, done that, and know the system and help you get started quicker, faster. Of course, it's going to take a time investment and a money investment, but it's going to take a lot less time and money than learning everything the hard way. But ultimately, celebrating your wins. I know, we follow Profit First. I also follow the Millionaire Mind Intensive JAR system, and there is a pot for play. And so taking that play money and really spending on yourself, especially when you're making advances in business, whether you raise your fee or you get a new office or whatever it is you really want to acknowledge yourself and have have fun, because that will help prevent some burnout as well. So those are just some kind of quick tips that we would like to share.
Another thing I'd like to add is just making sure that you're taking really good care of yourself.
Totally.
Building a business is a lot of work. It really, really is.
It doesn't stop.
No, and making sure that you're getting enough sleep, that you're getting enough exercise, that you're eating well, that you have hobbies and interests outside of business that you really enjoy, that you can really refuel your tank. As therapists, we're in the helping profession. We're always focused on the needs of other people, and if we don't put our needs first and really think about what we need to do to recharge those batteries, we're not going to have enough to give, and we're not going to really be on our A game. And you want to be on your A game, making the greatest impact, because that's best for everybody involved.
Yep. So we're Kate and Katie from the Private Practice Startup. If you have a question you would like us to answer, look in our Facebook group for Just Ask Us, or Ask Us, I think it's called, and pop your question in there, and opportunity to have us answer your question on video, but we will definitely answer your question in the Facebook. The other thing too is actually have support, right? When you talk about burnout. So make sure you're in the Facebook group and reach out, ask questions, and the community there is there to support you.
Get supervision, get support. Absolutely.
All of it. So remember, guys, you got this.